WordPress vs Wix, which is better for blogging. You want to build a website, but you are confused about whether to use WordPress or Wix as a website builder. To be honest, both platforms, WordPress and Wix, are truly great website builders. Both have pros and cons depending on the budget, scale of business, and experience of the bloggers. In this video, I will walk you through the various features of WordPress and Wix and will show their pros and cons. It includes cost, ease of use, SEO optimization, customization, design and flexibility, utility, e-commerce store, customer support, and all the other nitty-gritty. Based on this, I will give you a sincere suggestion. Make sure you watch the video till the very end. So, let's begin. Price. First, let's talk about the cost of each website builder. Founded in 2003, WordPress is an open-source content management system. In simple words, WordPress is completely free. You do not have to pay anything to build a website. But you need a domain, which is a unique name for your website, and web hosting, which hosts your website online. Typically, a domain costs around $10 to $30 per year, while web hosting costs around $3 a month to $30 a month. GoDaddy, Namecheap, Bluehost, Domain, Hover, and SiteGround are some of the notable domain providers. GoDaddy, Namecheap, and Domain are three cost-effective options. You will only have to pay about $10 for a .com domain. You will get a codomain for around $7 a year and a net domain for around $13, which should be affordable for any blogger. For web hosting, there are platforms such as Namecheap, Bluehost, Hostinger, HostGator, A2 Hosting, DreamHost, SiteGround, WP Engine, and a few others. Normally, hosting costs around $30 to $60 per year, but it can be far more expensive if you have a big website. For instance, you could buy web hosting from Namecheap, DreamHost, Bluehost, Hostinger, and HostGator for around $2 to $3 a month. On the other hand, SiteGround and WP Engine are considerably more expensive hosts, costing nearly twofold more than other hosts. SiteGround, WP Engine, and some other high-cost platforms offer higher bandwidth, greater data storage, and quick and quality-assured customer support. On the other hand, Wix, unlike WordPress, is not a free platform. You will have to pay to build a dedicated blog. There are different platforms depending on the nature of the blog and the scale of work. There are three notable plans: Combo, Unlimited, and Business Basic. You will have to pay $16 per month for a combo plan, which is good for a small blog. Then there comes the Unlimited plan, which costs $22 per month and is recommended for a medium-sized blog. Wix recommends Business Basic for online stores, which costs $23 per month. When you compare it with WordPress, it is quite evident that Wix is a premium website builder, and that for those of you who have a limited budget, Wix is not for you. You can buy a $10 domain and a $30 hosting plan, and you will have a high-quality blog ready for you. Although there are numerous premium themes and plugins required to add more functionalities to your WordPress blog, these are not necessary to buy. You will get thousands of free themes and plugins offering almost everything a blogger needs. As compared to that, you need around $250 per year to use Wix. So in terms of cost, WordPress gets more points as compared to Wix. Utility. The second feature to reckon with is the overall utility. It includes the profitability and functionality of WordPress and Wix. If you want to build a small blog or an online store, you can rely on Wix. For smaller blogs, Wix stands out as compared to WordPress. It is because Wix comes with a more catchy layout. You can easily create and manage categories, tags, post scheduling, and related posts without requiring any coding. You can easily customize your blog in a short time. In Wix, you have an easy to drag and drop editor. Importantly, you have 24/7 customer support, which gives you easy access to website builders. They can easily help you if you want any guidance or support. Notably, Wix is far easier and faster to build a website as compared to WordPress, which further gives it a competitive advantage over WordPress customization, which is considerably more daunting, time-consuming, and complicated when it comes to building and customizing a blog. Despite these advantages, Wix is only good for small blogs and stores. If you want to build a big website like Forbes, BBC, New York Times, Huffington Post, Washington Post, Fandom, Walmart Tex, Healthline, ESPN, Study.com, and others, Wix is not recommended. Even if you initially use Wix, you will ultimately have to shift to WordPress. So, if you are taking blogging as a long-term project, forget Wix and go for WordPress. Therefore, WordPress is the go-to website builder for bigger blogs and stores. Regardless of the size or type of your blog, you will not face speed issues on WordPress. Search engine optimization. SEO, or search engine optimization, is a key component of blogging. If you want to outcompete and outmaneuver competitors, your website should be fully optimized. It means that it should have much-needed features such as speed, keyword optimization, image optimization, website architecture, title tags, meta tags, and others. A close study shows that both WordPress and Wix are highly optimized, which helps websites rank higher than others. In terms of website architecture, Wix has an advantage as it has a simple and optimized architecture as compared to WordPress. It looks especially pronounced if you have a small blog or online store. In terms of title tags, meta descriptions, URL customization, 301 redirects, and canonical tags, both WordPress and Wix are on par with each other. Both offer these SEO capabilities. Importantly, Wix gives you SSL encryption, which gives it another advantage over WordPress. An SSL certificate not only provides better security for your blog, but an SSL certificate is also useful for a higher ranking. There are examples of SSL encrypted blogs, HTTPS ranking higher than non-SSL blogs, HTTP. It means you get SSL in Wix, but in WordPress, you will have to pay for it. Typically, an SSL certificate costs around $10. For example, Namecheap SSL. But here is a pro tip. You can get free SSL encryption at Cloudflare. You just need to make a free account and update your CDN, and you will get a lifetime free SSL certificate. But Wix has a slightly lower score in optimization as compared to WordPress, mainly because of poor image optimization. Wix gives cryptic names to images such as D4CCCB 26731E9MV2.png, which makes it difficult for Google to understand. It means Google cannot figure out what this image is all about, which is a negative thing. The issue of giving cryptic names to images becomes ever more serious if your website is about photography, logo making, clothing, or shoe stores, where optimized images drive traffic and generate sales. Instead, WordPress has a great image optimization option. You can optimize an image for a particular keyword, such as affordable t-shirts or under 50 shoes dollars, etc. It is pertinent to mention that a certain number of visitors get to your blog through image searches. In fact, there is a separate menu in Google for image searching. So, image optimization is a key SEO metric, and WordPress has an advantage over Wix. Also, there are numerous customers who complain about the reduced speed and functionality of Wix blogs as they become bigger. Yes, Wix gives more layouts, interfaces, dividers, and images, but still, it has a slower speed as compared to WordPress. It is pertinent to mention that Google says speed is one of the key components of search engine optimization. In other words, if your blog loads slower than others, you will be deranked, which will be a huge loss. According to Gomez and Akamai, sites that load in under 2 seconds are preferred by 50% of visitors. Nearly 40% of visitors often leave a website if it takes longer than 3 seconds to load, which raises the bounce rate, a negative thing from an SEO perspective. Ease of use. In terms of ease of use, Wix stands out. Without a doubt, building websites on Wix is far easier and faster. In fact, Wix was launched in 2006, 3 years after the launch of WordPress, because WordPress required knowledge of Java, Python, C, and C. So, if you wanted to be a blogger, you needed to have a basic understanding of these computer languages, which made it unsuitable for non-professionals. To address this issue, Wix offered a far easier platform that did not require knowledge of JavaScript, Python, or C. Anyone can build a blog on Wix without requiring extensive tutorials. Not only is building websites easier, but also faster. The drag-and-drop editor helps build and customize blogs in a short time. On the other hand, WordPress is still a complicated website builder. The process of the building takes more time as compared to Wix, such as buying a domain and web hosting and then installing WordPress. Customization also takes close attention and a lot of time. Although plugins such as Elementor also offer a drag-and-drop editor, it is still more daunting and time-consuming as compared to Wix. In fact, for better customization, Elementor Pro is required, which costs around $100, which is its downside. Another thing is that installing and activating WordPress plugins is time-consuming. There are tutorials available, but time management becomes an issue. Let me share my experience. For better performance of a website, we have to buy certain plugins. For instance, no free speed and cache plugin are as effective as WP Rocket, which costs around $50. Similarly, we might need Elementor Pro to make websites more responsive and elegant. For image optimization, we need a premium plugin such as Optimal, Imagify, or Smush Pro. MailChimp is important for email marketing. Hence, WordPress is not only expensive when it comes to optimization and customization, but it is also much more complicated and time-consuming as compared to Wix. E-commerce. Both Wix and WordPress are widely used for e-commerce websites. Wix has a dedicated section of its online store tailored to help sell services or products with easy money transfer options. The options for payments and automatic taxes further make it a great choice for newbies. You do need to manually customize it, which requires great skills and time. On the other hand, Wix is not suitable for bigger e-commerce websites. A large e-commerce site will face issues related to speed and performance. The site's navigation also becomes lazy, which is a negative thing. Moreover, on Wix, you don't have any control over URL if you have a multilingual store, which is not good. Similarly, a WordPress e-commerce website requires some time and skills for customization. But the WordPress e-commerce site is suitable for all types of stores, either small or big. Plugins like WooCommerce offer all those options required for a store, which makes it on par with Wix in terms of functionality. So, if you have time and enough skills, or if you want to build a large e-commerce website, go for WordPress. But if you are a newbie or want to build a small e-commerce site or don't have enough time, Wix is a good option. Customer service. Wix has great customer service. A team of experts is available 24/7 that not only guides you but also solves the issue. If you face any issue such as online payment, transcript error, incompatibility, broken layout, slow loading, etc., you can contact their customer support and the issue will be resolved at the earliest. On the other hand, WordPress does not have a customer support program. If you have made an error, the only way to figure it out is to spend hours figuring it out on your own or hire a WordPress professional. It does have a forum where customers share their issues, but not all questions are properly answered. The issue of lack of customer support becomes even more crucial considering WordPress is more extensive and complicated, mainly due to coding. In short, if you are a newbie and lack a basic understanding of coding, Wix will be a better option. Final verdict. WordPress is an all-in-one option since you are able to customize it according to your needs. It gives you options such as fast speed, on-page optimization, numerous layouts, customization, and overall satisfactory performance. But it can be highly complicated and time-consuming if you are not an expert in coding. One small error in its languages or scripts, such as Python or Java, will cause a major breakdown in service. On the other hand, unlike in Wix, the increased number of visitors will not lead to a decline in the speed and performance of the WordPress blog. Wix also demands more budget than WordPress. But Wix is easy to use and customize and requires less time. It also has ready-made layouts and sections, which make it preferable for newbies. Thank you for watching. Let us know in the comments if you have any questions or about your thoughts for today's video. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to have daily beneficial videos.